Hi, welcome back to another Love During Lockup recap. Dun dun. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready to hear about the inmates and their stupid partners? Okay, let's talk about it. I'm going to talk about two couples, Andrew and Tenny. So let's start with Andrew. Okay, so Andrew's getting ready to pick up Candice from jail, and he's packing all her gifts, getting them ready. And this is what he has so far. He has Valentino sandals. And it doesn't show what the sandals look like, but I can guarantee you it's the strappy ones with the gold studs. All right, how much do you want to bet? Then he has a Louis Vuitton Speedy 30, which wasn't in its original dust bag. So it's either a rep or an authentic secondhand. Who knows? Actually, we're going to find out real soon. Then he has a brand new Apple Watch. And then he has a brand new iPhone with a blinged out case. Then he has a wallet. A bunch of makeup, Chanel sunglasses, and then he has some jewelry that she requested. So he shoves a bunch of things in the Louis Vuitton 30, and as he's zipping up the bag, the leather tab just breaks off. It just breaks off. And he's like, oh, wow, I didn't expect that to happen. So I'm going to go with the Louis Vuitton being a fakey fake, which no shade. I'm not against fakes. I actually have a couple that were gifted to me. It was just like a fun little gift exchange with a friend. But that's a bad fake if the leather's going to break off like that. Okay, so he loads his truck and heads on over to pick her up from jail. She calls him while he's on the road and he's like, oh, baby, by the way, please don't be mad at me. And she's like, what? And he goes, the tab on your Louis broke. And she goes, oh my God, baby, I told you to be more gentle. That's what she said. And then she's like, oh, by the way, if you see those shops on the road, buy me a bunch of knickknacks because you know I love those. And here's a compilation of everything he bought on the road.
Big nice piece of rose quartz crystal, salt and pepper shakers, handmade Navajo pottery, turquoise and bone bracelet. All right, I think I'm ready.
We're at 234.05.
Why is he spending $250 on some random jewelry on the side of the road? Like, dude. Then she calls him again a bit later and she says she wants to start looking at homes in Nevada to see if there's anything they might like. And Andrew's like, well, we're supposed to live in New Jersey, right? You're going to come to Jersey, right? And she goes, yeah, but we're just going to look. We're just going to look and see if there's anything we like, just to get some ideas. We're just going to look. And he goes, okay.
But if Candice gets out and decides that she doesn't want to move to New Jersey after she had written in her profile that she was willing to relocate, that's a surprise to me.
I feel like that might be a red flag. He finally gets to the prison and that's where we leave off. Now, Candice mentions that she's been married twice. She has a son and she describes herself as an empath. She says she feels all the feels and she soaks up everybody's energy. But one of her fears is possibly hurting Andrew. She's so worried that she might hurt Andrew without meaning to.
What if I hurt his feelings or make him feel rejected without even trying to because of my own insecurities that I have?
Okay, I'm going to say that's another red flag. Now let's move on to Rob and Tenny. So Rob likes to make Tenny work out with him. They work out 4 times a week together because he makes her. And while they're working out, he asks her for a favor. He's like, please meet up with my mom and make amends because I'm getting out of jail soon and I don't want so much tension between you two. And she's like, ugh, okay, well, I don't disagree. So apparently what happened was Rob had asked Tenny to send his mom some money. So she did. But then Rob thought about it for 2 seconds more and he changed his mind and he wanted the money back. So he was like, Tenny, you got to get the money back from my mom. And she was like, oh my God, Rob, you already gave it to her. She already has the money. Just let her have it. And he's like, no, I really need the money back, Tenny. I really need it. You got to get it back for me. So she's like, oh, okay. So she texts the mom and she's like, I'm sorry, I'm going to need that money back. And that's when all hell broke loose. The mom was furious and they haven't spoken since. Now, this is years and years later and they're finally meeting at a restaurant. Tenny comes in, she has her guard down, she's ready to make amends. But Rob's mom, her name is Kate, she's still pissed. So mad. She's like, what do you want? It's been like 20 years. Why do you want to talk now? And Tenny's like, okay, no, it hasn't been 20 years. It's been more like 2. And I'm hoping that we can reconcile. And Kate tells her, well, I'm still mad, okay? And we're not going to be this one big happy family. When that thing happened with the money, that affected my relationship with my son. And then Tenny tells her, I really need you to know that Rob made me do it. I did not want to do it, but he made me do it. So you should be mad at him and not me.
I explained to him that you were mad. You were yelling, you were screaming, you were ranting, you were raving. He said to let it go. And 1 day goes by, 1 week goes by, 1 month, now 1 year. We're at 3 years now of not speaking.
But I feel like you still should have took the initiative on your own and called me to make me understand what had took place.
And Kate goes, well, you should have explained it back then. You know, what am I supposed to do now? I've been mad at you for 2 years, so I'm still mad. And Tenny goes, well, I tried to contact you. You always hung up on me. You never answered the phone. And I sent you a Mother's Day gift. Didn't you get the edible arrangements that I sent you? And she goes, that wasn't enough. Okay, I lost my son for 18 years and suddenly he's married to you. And you two are living this great life. And look at your luxury Mercedes Benz, the new big car that you're driving. Apparently, Rob and his brother started a business and it's been very successful, like so successful. That's why Tenny's in a nice place. She's able to afford all these nice things. And I'm just like, okay, if he's making so much money, then why did he need the $500 back from his mom? Like, the math ain't mathin'. Then Kate decides to bring up Rob's ex. And she says, you know, this would have never happened if Bleep were in the picture. You know, Bleep always took care of me. Bleep always cared. Bleep always made sure I was okay while you and Rob were enjoying your rich, nice, luxury life while I was out here struggling. Bleep always made an effort to communicate with me, and Bleep and I kept in touch. And we do communicate. Bleep and me. And that's where Tenny was like, nope, I'm not doing this. Cut the cameras. I'm out. And she gets up and walks out. So there must be some serious beef between Rob's ex and Teeny Tenny. I want to know what that is, so I cannot wait to find out. And that is it for this week's episode of Love During Lockup. I'll catch up on the other couples in the next recap because nothing crazy, nothing big happened. So I can sum it up in like a couple sentences in the next recap. So come back for that. Oh, and by the way, Milf Manor season 2 started and it is amazing. It is so juicy. It is so good. So much better than season 1. And I recap it on my Patreon, patreon.com/mythoughts. I will put a little snippet, a little preview, a little taste for you to taste. And if it's something you're interested in, go to patreon.com/mythoughts. You can support me there and enjoy the extra recaps. All right, I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you in the next one. So bye. It's the next morning, and everybody's mingling again, getting to know each other, having breakfast, and they're all together. And all of a sudden, there's more men that enter the house. Joey gets up and he goes, oh my God, there are more guys coming. Oh my God, that's my dad.
Guys, it's my dad.
What?
Oh my God, it's my dad.
You guys, one of the twists is that all the guys' dads are here. Oh my God.
The fact that my dad turned up is actually like blowing my mind. Like that's probably the last thing that I expected to happen.
Oh my God, they are a handful.
These dads are daddy. Daddy. Oh my God, they were fine. All right, they were fine. Fine.